Hi and welcome, Kat from Sacred Soul Rising. So today I want to talk about waves on the twin flame journey. Twins come in waves, so we have first wavers, second wavers, third wavers and fourth wavers. You may have even heard Dolores Cannon talking about the waves that we come in on. Now, Dolores talks about it not from a twin perspective, but from the awakening perspective. And remember, twins are here to anchor in the new frequency and the new templating. Twins hold a certain vibration and a certain frequency. If you're a twin, you will know this frequency. You will have felt that Kundalini activation. You will have felt those core wounds activated and that heart chakra activation. You'll have been thrown into dark night of the soul and ego death. And you will suddenly now, or when it happened, be questioning your whole world. You see, twins are here to anchor in the new earth frequency, and they are called in to soul purpose and soul mission. Not everybody who believes they're on a twin flame journey is actually on a twin flame journey. You know, because you are being called constantly back into alignment with soul. Now, the first wavers came in, and what I want to state here, twins have been around since the beginning of time. It's just that right now we are going through, and when I say right now, I'm not meaning today, I'm not meaning this year, I'm meaning the last 20 years, we have been going through a rapid ascension. Now, over this last 4 or 5 years, it has rapidly increased as we anchor in the new frequency and the new templating. The first wavers of twins, and this is when we really started to anchor in the energy. They came in up until 2014, 2016. They came, and you may have awoken in early 2000s, even the 80s, the 90s. You may have had soul recognition there, but it's been a very gradual awakening. The first wavers were here to break open. We're here, and I want you to almost think about it as, you know, if you have a big lump of ice, and you have your little ice hammer and you crack open the ice, you see that first crack come, and there may be a little spindles off there. But the first wavers, your work was to break open the illusion, was to break open the matrix. And the matrix is what is being conditioned into us. You know, the fear, the lack, and the need for always, living a certain way. It's a very dense frequency. It's a very carbon-based. It's led by fear, and the heart chakra is not fully open. It's not led by soul. So the first wavers, and this was hard for you to really negotiate the journey. It was hard for Divine Masculine. You will have felt this very push-pull frequency, but such utter confusion. You were here to break open and to start to anchor in the first frequency of unconditional love. Now, you were bringing in the first frequency. And what I want to say is, when we are anchoring in new templatings, they come in layers. It's not just an instant drop in. It's like when Shakti is working through your chakra system on the journey, when we're working with the Kundalini and these big oscillations that rise, when you feel that energy hit you and that deep raw emotion out of nowhere, it comes in layers. This is why on this journey you can think, oh, I've healed that. I've worked through that. Only then to go even deeper and work at a deeper level. Remember, you are here to raise the frequency of the whole universe. You are here to shift consciousness. And really, you are consciousness, but we'll get onto that a little bit later. So the first wavers were here, the divine masculine, the divine feminine. They would have really struggled with this energy early on and really, not understanding what was going on, struggled for a long time with it. It felt absolutely wrenching as you were breaking open the new templating. You will find now some of the first wavers now are already in union. They have already brought in that union frequency. There are also a lot now starting to anchor in the templating that we're working with now. And so they're finding it. If you were a first waver, you will be finding this journey now starting to become a lot easier as we're going through this real rapid frequency right now. So the first wavers were here to break open, to really, allow that matrix energy to start to slowly, dissipate or to break down the illusion of it. The second wavers, they were from obviously 2015, 16, up until 2019, moving into that first beginning of 2020. The second wavers were here to break down the ego, to break down the ego mind and to shift into heart frequency and to shift into soul frequency. So it was a real big shift. And I want to say, for anybody that was a second waver, this was not easy, shifting that ego. And remember, you're not just shifting yours, you're shifting the whole collective energy. And so, twins work in a vibration together. They work in a collective energy. So it was really breaking down and really helping to see beyond the physical eyes and really open up this third eye energy. The second wavers were really connected into the third eye. They were really channeling that third eye, that deep intuition. So a lot of the second wavers were drawn into more psychic work, more healing work. They, working with cards and working with crystals and trying to anchor it in and help the collective in that way. The thing is, the second wavers realized that it was beyond this, but there was a lot of mind. You see, a lot of that work, the psychic work and the card work and the crystal work is beautiful work. And, I've got crystals all around my house. I love, working with cards. They give you such a deep dive in. But the templating of the mind and ego kept them in the astral energy of it, of the mind and ego, but they knew that there was more to it, and it was like almost being on the tip of the edge of it. They also, the second wavers will have found that divine masculine was very stuck in mind and ego, was not open to anything, did not want to, and you won't have seen a lot of that frequency coming through from divine masculine, and it will have brought up a lot of frustration. But your work was incredible work because you shifted the collective from that mind and ego into that heart space, into really coming into the energy and activating that deep soul frequency and love. And this opened it up for the third wavers. The third wavers, they met in that 3 sort of year period of 2020, and a lot met around that first beginning phase of, 2020. And we know, COVID hit in that energy as well. This was no coincidence. We have found that lots and lots of twins met in that frequency up until 23, early parts of 2024. I'm talking very early 24, so sort of into January. Remember, don't get hung up on the dates, but it's around that time. Now, the third wavers connected with their divine counterpart on such a heart chakra frequency. They were here to activate Gaia and universal frequency and the grids, the heart chakra grids. They were here to anchor in unconditional love. So they will remember, the second wavers were bringing in, breaking over that ego mind and shifting into the heart, whereas the third wavers are fully in that heart activation. Your work will be very deeply led by heart and soul. A lot of third wavers are really aligning with soul purpose and soul mission. And third wavers have had a massive activation for second and third. So for anybody on the first and second, you would have gone through a very, very rapid energy and really starting now to align with soul frequency. You can no longer, and this is what third wavers have brought in, you can no longer stick in the energy that no longer resides with soul. So anything that is of false frequency, you can no longer work with. So you may find your 9-to-5 job really incredibly difficult now. You may find that you are being called in to create at such a deep level, and that you know that you're here to create that heart-to-heart soul-led business. You know that how you work now is heart-to-heart. Your third wavers are here to anchor in unconditional love at the deepest level. You're also here to anchor in that soul purpose, that soul frequency. And in doing that, we are changing the whole frequency of the planet and shifting fully now into the frequency of New Earth. This is big work for third wavers. Now, third wavers, with your divine counterpart, you will be seeing that reunion frequency a lot right now. There will be, whether it be energetically or in the physical, you will be starting to balance that frequency. Why? Because the fourth wavers are here. The fourth wavers are here to bring in that whole frequency, anchoring it in. And remember what I always say. In past videos, I talk about this. You are here to anchor in the light frequency. The light frequency is very rapid right now. Fourth wavers are here to anchor in that beautiful light frequency into the ley lines. And in doing that, they shift out of the mind and ego. Gone is the matrix energy, and they are now anchoring in the unconditional love and led by heart and soul into the new earth frequency. They are here, the 2004, which is the fourth wavers, they are here to accelerate now. And it is working together as a full collective. So yes, it's good to get that understanding of what wave you were, but know right now that that energy is being brought as a collective, and each one of the waves is now coming in. Think about it like the ocean. Yes, we have waves in the ocean, but the waves are the ocean. And I want you to know that you are here as that beautiful collective conscious frequency. This journey is consciousness expressing itself. This journey is a journey of light frequency. You are here to bring in the new frequency of the earth. And that is why everything that I guide on, everything that I teach is here to help and support you. If you go and check out my website, you will see I show you how to work through this journey. I show you how to move through the journey at a soul level, at a heart-centered level. So you work in that frequency of the template of the waves of twins. Know that only when divine feminine shifts in frequency and embraces fully your mission here does the journey change. Divine masculine is always responding to your frequency. Why? Because you are one soul. Your vibration at the heart vibrates at the same frequency. Your chakras align and vibrate at the same frequency. You are one at every level. But until you shift into that beautiful pillar of light and know that you are here to be the collective, to make a difference here on this planet, you'll stay in that push-pull energy. If you need more help and support, understanding the journey, delving deep into the journey, my website is there. I send you so much love, many blessings.